pocket. No, that's not quite it. No. Sure it's here somewhere. No, it's not. Ah! Here it is. Hello. I'm Batman. No, I'm just kidding. So today, my name is Professor Reading. I've decided to talk to you about what makes a great Doctor Who fan film. There may be many different factors involved in making a Doctor Who contribution. From what I have seen, there are certain elements that work and certain elements that do not work. And if you can find the ones that work well the best, you may end up making something that the entire fan community of Doctor Who can enjoy. Now I know what you're thinking, it's probably something like money. Well, no. You can make a great Doctor Who fan film on a very short budget. For me, what I've noticed that makes a great Doctor Who fan film is participation. Among anything, you need people who are ready and willing to participate in making a fan film. And it may only take one person, but that person must be willing to participate. And it's all based on their amount of participation as well. That's what I think makes a great Doctor Who fan film. Now we know what makes a great Doctor, as that video has already been done before by the BBC themselves. And they've also talked about what makes a great Doctor Who story. And if you didn't catch those, it'd be some good videos to watch. I watched them and was quite well learned about it. Making a great Doctor, he's got to be the Doctor. His personalities are always different. You know, you can always choose some sort of quirk or tick. You don't want to follow the same personalities that the Doctors have all had before. You can adapt from them. I know that some of the other Doctors have chosen the way their Doctor behaves based on their favorite Doctor from the series. And that's well and good. You can do that. It helps to stray away from some of the larger aspects of their personality. I have noticed that some Doctor Who fan films will go as to repeating Doctors. And I'm not going to say that that doesn't work, but for me I didn't enjoy them as much. Because they're not the original actor, but they're playing the part that the original actor did. And this can be very tricky. And it also may conflict with the timeline of the original series. And the original series timeline conflicts with itself many times anyway. But in order to be good at writing for Doctor Who fan film, as so many have already been made, you have to find a way that you became the Doctor. Maybe some clever writing of, it's a parallel universe Doctor. That maybe something happened differently along his life and he regenerated into you instead of all the other Doctors he's regenerated into. Or you can go along the lines that there will be 28 Doctors, at least, sometime during the series. At least that's what I heard. So pick a big number. Say that you're the 22nd Doctor. Or the 23rd Doctor. Please don't say you're those. Those are the ones that I've picked. Now, but you can say that. Picking a good Doctor, and then you need to pick a good style for your Doctor. Style is a hard option. The Doctors had so many different coats, accessories, scarves. So how do you pick something that's unique? How do you identify your costume as the Doctor? Well, one thing that has bothered me in fan films, even though I wanted to do it before I saw it in a fan film, was jeans. Denims. I don't believe that denims are good for the Doctor. He has never worn denims before, and since it is a British series, he tends to follow along the British dress lines, wearing slacks, corduroys, tweed type materials, things that match.
Trousers.
Trousers. Yes, trousers. Which brings us to another reason. If you want to introduce your Doctor, you should think of a clever way that you became the Doctor. Or perhaps a clever way that you decided what your style would be. The Doctor has had many different decisions upon his style. Some of them have been, well, he's on his way out of the hospital and he'll grab whatever he happens to see. And then that becomes his costume. Some of them have gotten all the way back to their TARDIS and then tried on their clothes until they found the ones that fit them best. You should find a way that your Doctor comes across his costume and is taken with it and decides to keep it. As for what makes a great Doctor Who story, it's not about following the Doctor. The Doctor is an alien. He is an unrelatable character. And he was meant to be unrelatable. The original William Hartnell was an old man. He was grumpy, he pushed people away, he believed he was smarter than them and therefore had the right to demand that they stay out of things and don't interfere. We are only here to observe. He didn't like his companions. But the story was about the companions. So a good Doctor Who story is probably going to involve some sort of interaction between these companions, something that makes the companions relatable, something that revolves around their story and how they are traveling with the Doctor. And one of the hardest things to write is dialogue for the Doctor when nobody else is around. I believe the series has pulled that off once, and they did a marvelous job at it, but it is extremely hard to do in writing in general. I would avoid it if at all possible. And maybe you're the only one who can participate, and if you are, try to find some good angles. Get wide shots so that in editing you can make it look like the camera is panning. Play multiple characters. Lay it all out in a script. Make yourself some note cards. Now, this still brings it back to what I believe makes the great Doctor Who fan film is participation. And I'm sorry that we have not been able to bring you very many fan films. We tried moving on to animation before that option became unavailable for us for a while. And we do plan on continuing to work towards making more content for you, because we are fans of Doctor Who. It is a passion, and we are just looking for participants. Is there anything that you would like to add about what you believe might make a great fan film?
Learn to use the green screen.
Learn to use the green screen. Now there's a good point. Something that might make a great Doctor Who fan film is learning to use the green screen. Please tell me there's not a weeping angel behind me. Okay, guys, don't blink. What's that? It's not? What is it? Of course it is. Well, anyway. I think I've got a world to save. Let's, oh no. I forgot how this was arranged.